Welcome to Passion for Plants. My name is Hannah and today we are going to be doing a project at my parents' house. This is my mom's rose garden. She's been growing her roses here since before I was born. And so what she has now is sprinklers watering this area. So we're going to switch out the sprinklers from overhead water to drip irrigation. So I'm going to kind of just show you guys the steps that we take with this. I am by no means a professional landscaper, sprinkler person. This is just what we're gonna do and what's worked for us. So we'll show you that today. So what I'm gonna show you here is, this is the new growth, and oh gosh, it doesn't look very good actually now that I look at it. But there's no rust on this yet, but these leaves here are from last year, and you can see the coloring up here, and then these spots and stuff, and then if you flip it over, it's covered in rust. Covered. So this happened a lot. I mean, look, it's just getting on my hands. So this happened a lot last year. There was a lot of powdery mildew and a lot of rust on all these roses. And I'm thinking it's because there were overhead water. The sprinklers were just shooting out water, and then it wasn't drying off enough, and that's what it was causing. Not to mention there are hard water spots that happen on these leaves. So that's the biggest reason to put in the drip irrigation. I mean, it's really helpful. So we're hoping that, the new growth that we have here isn't going to have as much of those issues. So here's hoping. Okay, so what we have here is the sprinkler situation. So they have PVC pipe going here, and then the sprinkler connects to that. So I've dug down around it. A big tip is to make sure that you dig a hole big enough before you unscrew it, because sometimes water comes out, especially in the lower spots, and then dirt will go into that PVC pipe, and you don't want that. So you want everything really clear so that if water comes out or if dirt gets in, that doesn't happen. So dig really well around it. Then what you do is you take off the existing sprinkler here. And so the sprinkler itself has female threads on the inside here. So they're gonna have male threads down here. So what we're gonna use is a riser just like this. There's male threads on either side. And then, I don't know if this is called a coupler or what, but basically we're gonna screw this on the bottom, and then we'll screw this on the top, which is it's Orbit Adjustable Flow 8-port manifold. I've used this before in mine before we put in the faucet, but anyways, so it's got 6 ports here, and so what you would do is take off, I think I have one here, you would take off this little cap if you want to use it. Then you're gonna put on your 1/4-inch tubing here, and then you'll have a drip line go to the plants that you want. So this one here has 6. I have a couple other areas that have 4 because that's all that we need. So what I will do first, I have this pipe thread seal tape, I think I don't even know what it's called. It's not the gas one, it's for water. So I'm gonna get in here, if you wanna come closer. So we'll get in here and just thread this a couple times. It's harder to do because there's some dirt in there, but that looks good. Then we will screw on this, it's 2 female, I don't even know what it's called. Okay, that feels pretty tight. Then we will put this same tape on the end, the other end, I guess I should say. So you want to wrap this at least 3 times is what I heard, I guess I could say. So you wrap it pretty tight. This is so that no water gets through. It just makes a really tight seal. Then you just kind of squeeze it on down. So then we will put this on here too. So we'll squeeze that in, or twist, I guess I would say. Get it as tight as possible. Then we'll put the tape on the top part here. So wrapping it around 2 to 3 times, and then you just pull it and it tears. And then I just kind of like twist it so it gets the threads ready. And then we will twist this on. This is that, oh, this is 8-port. I think I said 6. This is an 8-port manifold, I guess it's called, but it has the threads there. So we'll get this on, and we'll just make sure that that's really tight. So basically that's what it's gonna look like. So then we're gonna backfill this hole with dirt, and then I will connect the 1/4-inch tubing to go to each of these roses. So let me do that. All right, so we actually switched out the riser to be shorter because we didn't want this to be above the cement here. So we put it down lower, closer to the dirt. So that's just what we did there. So what I'm gonna do next, well, actually I'm gonna introduce my assistants for this video. Daisy, Django. So there's Daisy. That is my parents' dog and also the family dog. Oh, there's Django. So those are my 2 assistants. They're in jail under the fence there because there's kids running around and we don't want them to run off and go in the street and stuff. So they're in the background there. So what I'm gonna do is we'll take this 1/4-inch poly tubing and we're gonna push this down onto the little threads here. And this is kind of hard to get on all the way sometimes. Okay, that's good enough for now. Alex will push it on after and make sure that it's on there tight. So then you're gonna take this and we will measure this just to see about how far. I always give myself a little bit of extra slack. So that looks good. You can just snip this right there. So the thing is with these sprinklers, they're gonna be running the same time as all the other sprinklers. So they're only gonna run for, I think it's like 8 minutes. So we are gonna be using 4 gallon per hour emitters on all of these, and we'll probably do like 2 to each plant just so that they get enough water. It's not like I can run it for 30 minutes because then all the sprinklers will run for 30 minutes. So we will get this on. So I have a 4 gallon per hour emitter. One tip with this is I put some of these on backwards before, and you wanna make sure that you put in the, I don't even know if you could tell, the colored side for this one. There's different ones depending on the brand, but make sure you put it in the right way because some of them I didn't, and then they don't emit water, and then you have to cut it off and use a new one. It's kind of a pain in the butt. So we'll push this on. Wow, I actually got that on pretty good. I'm impressed. Then we will take this and kick the poly tubing. That's always good. I'm gonna put it down under here. So this is a little stake that you can push this down depending on the size that you have here, so that'll work. So we'll just stick this into the very hard soil. Oh my God. Jeez, this is really hard. Okay, there. Okay, so we'll push this here. I'll probably adjust this a little bit more, but basically it's gonna be sitting like this, and then I'll have another one coming from the other side, and then I'll make sure that this well here holds the water so that when it's gets kind of a puddle, it's not gonna overflow here. So basically that's what it's gonna be doing. And so like I said before, this is gonna be running the same time as the sprinklers. So we'll do a couple more and we'll show you those. Started up the the sprinklers, which is the drip irrigation now, just to make sure that everything is looking good. So a little bit of a leak there, but that's okay. There's a lot of cords coming out. It looks like something from Inspector Gadget, but we're gonna mulch over this and kind of bury them down, but we just wanted to make sure that everything looked good. So basically it's all working pretty much. They're all going to the base of the rows, and we're just gonna make sure that the wells here, that none of the water overflows. So we'll kind of just mulch this area up and fix it a little bit, but everything else is looking good. So we're hoping that, I mean, the roses look pretty happy, but we're hoping that that helps with the rest and anything else. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.